Oh yeah, I could watch my accomplishments just scroll by on this screen all day, but we don't have time for that because, hey guys, it's me, your friendly neighborhood POKEMANIAC, coming at you with another grandiose episode of Pokemon White version. And in the last episode, we rescued a Pokemon that we never actually got to see for a little girl from Team Plasma, who are becoming more and more, well, we're realizing that they are more and more ideologues by the minute, and we have gotten all the way through Route 3 to find ourselves in Nacrene City. Again, just absolute bangers for the soundtrack, every single one, and yeah, do you want to battle again already, Sharon? How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, nerd man? All right, but before that, let's read the sign here. I'm assuming it's going to say a little bit more than the route signs. Nacrene City, a pearl of a place. All right, well, maybe it's a diamond in the rough here. Get fourth gen. Okay, what does Sharon have to say? Come with me for a sec. Haven't we done this enough already, bro? My goodness, we're connected at the hip, Sharon and I. If you go straight from here, there's a Pokemon Center. Gee, thanks. I was gonna say like Sherlock, but I was trying to think of what would be the equivalent of like a tour guide for Sherlock, but there's not really any famous tour guides, are there? If you know a famous tour guide or are a famous tour guide, let me know in the comments. And use these if you want. And Sharon, every time I insult him, he just humbles me again and again. Chesto berries, that's actually very generous. Thank you, Sharon. Give your Pokemon a Chesto berry to hold. Then, if it ever falls asleep, it'll wake up immediately. Oh, and another piece of advice. Unsolicited, mind you. Nacrene City's gym leader uses normal types. If you have a fighting type Pokemon, it might give you a big advantage. All right, and well, unfortunately, we don't have a normal type Pokemon, or we don't have a normal type Pokemon, but we don't have a fighting type Pokemon as of right now, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But we are going to take Sharon's advice and go to the Pokemon Center and get healed up, and then we've got this nice big new city to explore, which we will do post-haste. Now, we haven't had an opportunity to run into a fighting type Pokemon as of yet. However, we will get that opportunity, but well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So, but first, what do you have to say? Hi, trainer. Do you know a Pokemon called Audino? Audino? Do I? It's a Pokemon that I sometimes find when I'm walking. It jumps out of rustling grass. I can get a lot of EXP points. It's kind of a friendly Pokemon, isn't it? So yes, that is something I've been trying to address. But every time we come to some sort of like shaking grass, we have not been able to actually confront what is in there. A lot of times, in the shaking grass, an Audino will appear, which is kind of like the Chansey. Like the Chansey of this generation. It's just one of those thick, pink, normal, like, jelly rolls that you find out in the wild. She is right, it is really good for EXP. It does not have very many attacking moves, so they make pretty good punching bags and, EXP sponges and whatnot. However, you want to be careful using them too much because that'll start messing with your EVs. Effort values, not the little fox cat dog Pokemon. Again, there are no previous generation Pokemon in here, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, what do you have to say? My name is Loblolly. That Loblolly. The more I say that, though, the cooler that sounds. My name is Loblolly. I'm a designer of decor items, but I'm stuck now. I just can't come up with a good design. I've been thinking about decor, so great that it will appear in a dream. All right, so I don't know too much about Loblolly, which I'm not even kidding you. Like, I wonder what her name is in the Japanese version of this game, because if it's Loblolly still, that's crazy. But I believe she will. I'm not super familiar with the dream save file feature thing, so I can't really tell you what she can do for you. But that's where Loblolly is, guys. I failed myself. I failed you as a guide. I'm so sorry. But what do you have to say for yourself? These old textile factories and storehouses were abandoned, but enterprising young people started using them as studios. That could be called the beginning of Nacrene City, the city of art. All right, and that will be a little redundant coming up, but we will, again, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Trust me. All right, what do you have to say? Hi, do you have a Pokemon called Petalil? Would you like to trade your Petalil for my Cottony? So, this is very interesting. We do not, in fact, have a Petalil. We haven't run into one in the wild, but we have seen them before. So, I kind of was playing coy. We saw one in a house, I believe in Striaton City, and there was one in the daycare center running around the yard out there. Petalil is exclusive to Pokemon White, and Cottony exclusive to Pokemon Black. So if you are playing Pokemon Black, this lovely lady will trade you a Petalil for your Cottony, so you can get those get the Pokedex completed. It's okay if you don't want to, but if you change your mind, let's trade Pokemon. All right, that's very nice. There aren't too many games that will let you cross generation trade like that. It's the Game Freak and Nintendo really wanted to. This is a Petalil, by the way. Nintendo and Game Freak really wanted you to make friends, or I guess the real strategy is to get people to buy 2 systems and 2 games, but that's neither here nor there. Oh my, what a lovely trainer. What kind of Pokemon do you have? Oh, your Pansia. It's very friendly towards you and must be happy with you. Oh, Mojo! Mojo Jojo's happy with me? Man, I kind of wish we had following Pokemon like in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so I could, see English, Jake, so I could see how he's feeling. Pokemon you get through trades grow up fast, but be careful. If a traded Pokemon grows up too much, it won't listen to you. But if you have a lot of badges, you'll be okay. All right, so that is some pretty good advice, poorly phrased, which I'm not one to judge, I guess. But yeah, so it's not so much growing up, it's leveling up is what he's referring to. If you get a Pokemon in a trade, depending on how many badges you have, it will get extra experience points. Let me talk to you! Okay, I'll finish what I'm saying and then I'll talk to her. A Pokemon that you get in trade will get more experience than your regular team. However, traded Pokemon, because they grow faster, the caveat is that you have to have a certain number of gym badges for certain levels of Pokemon to listen to you. If you have a Pokemon that is traded and too over-leveled, it will have a chance to ignore you or do whatever it wants in battle, which can be very annoying. Nacrene City is a highly fashionable and admired locale. Contra-wise, ooh, I gotta remember that word. My goodness, I love that word. Contra-wise, if you happen to be a bit ordinary, here, that's cool in its own way. So that's kind of nifty. Ordinary, I'm assuming she means normal, which is cool in its own way. Funny enough. And lady, calm down, ma'am, calm down, calm yourself. What seems to be the problem? Even though it's just an old warehouse, it's become so popular, it makes me take a second look at what I think things are worth. Oh, is that why you're running back and forth? My goodness, I thought you were in a frenzy or something. That warehouse, they're selling something good inside. Is it Dream Mist? Do you know where I can get some fennel around here? All right, so let's go into the warehouse and see what kind of devious things they're selling in here. Dire Hit in Unova. It's called Dire Hit. What? Huh? No difference. Anyway, in a battle, it's very powerful to boot. What was the point? And an empty trash can. I don't know why I spoke to you. I started a shop in this warehouse. Welcome. May I help you? Sure, let's see what he's got. Oh, so he's got X items, I suppose, which can be incredibly useful, particularly in this game. Up until 5th gen, I would say X items aren't, necessary for you to beat the game. And even nowadays, even in 5th gen, it's not necessary for you to use X items to beat the game, but they're supremely useful, and it gives you an unfair advantage in other games, but here in 5th gen, if you do come up, because there are going to be challenges where even we are going to come up that we might not win the first time around. X items are a good item to, they're more balanced in this game. They just kind of give you a little bit of help. What do you have to say for yourself? Just now, I traded a Pokemon holding an item, so it's like the item is a present. All right, and what do you have to say? Bounty Sensei, DS Wireless Communications is great. Are great. Right? I don't know. We could trade Pokemon. With titles, it gets weird grammatically, all right? We could trade Pokemon with people who are far away. All right. Thank you, guys. They're having like a standoff here. It looks like they're about to face off. Having themselves a little match in the middle of a warehouse. So I guess that was okay. X items, it's nice to know that he's there, and they are more useful in 5th gen, so I guess that's a... Berg used this warehouse until 2 years ago. When Berg gets artist's block, he comes back here to Nacrene City. Oh. Who the heck is Berg? All right. That thing you have is a Pokedex, isn't it? Wow, cool! So, you collect Pokemon. Okay, I'll help you. Which Pokemon did you choose at the beginning of your journey? Okay, so, you can lie to her. All right? You can do that. That is something you can do. However, based on what you tell her, she will give you a different item. And this is going to pop up, well, maybe like one more time in the whole series. So, Snivy, Oshawott, Tepig. Depending on who you pick, and again, you can lie to her, she will give you a hold item for them. If you choose Snivy here, she will give you the Miracle Seed. If you choose Oshawott, it's the Mystic Water, Tepig, the Charcoal. Charcoal would actually be very helpful when it comes to Mojo Jojo, but with Mojo Jojo not joining us for our full journey, we are going to be honest here and say Oshawott. So, do you have an Oshawott? Yeah, wow, she actually lets you, choose. It's like, will you have Oshawott? Do you have Oshawott? You have Oshawott! Then I will give you this. When you let your Pokemon hold it, it can raise the power of water-type moves. And we get ourselves the Mystic Water. Now, she will only give you one, but you will have opportunities to get more items throughout the game that will boost the power of Pokemon, so you don't have to worry about that. You have Oshawott! I love that. The little confirmation there before it, too. Like, you have Oshawott? You have Oshawott! Not an Oshawott, just Oshawott as a concept. I have Oshawott. Yes, I do. What's in your trash can? Nothing! You are so lucky you are useful to me, or I would be enraged. Berg is an artist. He's also a gym leader at Castelia City. Oh, that's who Berg is. He's another gym leader we're talking about who we are not even close to yet. Okay, cool. And Castelia City. Wow, we want to be like him. All right, so not too bad. So Berg, another artist, I suppose. Castelia City, huh? Shell City. I wonder what that place is like. Coming right along here. Oh, ain't that just a stinker? Well, it's actually kind of cool. Again, it's a little kind of previewing the next area for us, but we got this white picket fence in the way. We can run along these abandoned train tracks. I really do dig, kind of the vibe here in this city. It's very American, urban, new age, kind of modern. Like, they went for a certain aesthetic and they absolutely nailed it. So kudos to the Game Freak team. And as I say that, there are just some places you cannot enter, even coming up here. But let's enter through the top this time because we haven't done that enough. And yay, more musicians. Okay, let's listen. Let's get a baseline for what the Nacrene City sounds like. Very chill. And what do you have to say? I play the guitar and have Pokemon battles every day. I keep doing that because I enjoy it. Oh, maybe he's not one of the musicians. I can't tell. Oh well. Moving right along. Let's see what you have to say. I'm a poet. I write poems. Every day, I stretch my imagination and devote myself to my creative activity. People dream when sleeping, but if a Pokemon dreams, I cannot even imagine how it is. Do Pokemon dream of Electric Marie? That was off the top of my head, too. You gotta give me that one. Even the same kind of Pokemon can have different natures. Thank you, child. Do you have anything in your trash can? No. All right, the child is served its usefulness. All right, moving right along. Is there anything back here? Nope. No, never. There's never anything back there. All right, we are going to avoid the big obvious place in the city. And there's a musician. Cafe Warehouse. Try our delicious Wednesday specials. It's Monday. Crap. We won't be able to get to try these Wednesday specials. How do you like the sound of accordions? Well, in the right hands, like Weird Al Yankovic, I think they could be pretty cool, but accordions on their own, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a big fan of. I've never really thought about it. Yeah, there we go. You can see that there's some nice soft accordion in the background. Good. This guy understands the the invasiveness of the accordion sound. So anywho, let's go up here to the cafe, and oh my goodness, someone's busy up there. What do you have to say for yourself? Welcome to the Cafe Warehouse, a stylish cafe in a rural area. Yeah. I specifically said urban earlier, and she just totally slacked me with that, but whatever. All right. When you battle with a friend using wireless communications, you can use items using a Wonder Launcher. Yeah, so that's something interesting, too, that they included in the 5th gen, which was very, very strange. You get like, points, and those points you can actually buy items in Wi-Fi battles to use items in battle. It's very unique. They were really trying a bunch of different things, which it didn't stick around because, it wasn't that great of a concept, but I'm happy they were trying back in the day. So yes, I know. If you have a Wonder Launcher, energy will be charged, and you can use various items. Yeah. So thank you for accenting my point. How about you? The Striaton City Gym leaders are a great triplet combo. The Grass-type Pokemon user Silent chooses great tea leaves. The Water-type user Crest prepares the best water. And the Fire-type user Chili pours hot water at the right heat. No wonder their tea is the best. Yeah, they're tea leaves, guys. That's what they're doing. They put tea leaves into their teapot full of water and then light it. Yeah, okay. Do you know about the battle box? Why are you, dude? You're the second person who have asked me about my battle box. I'll show you a battle box right here. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter what the cafe's in a rural area that nobody knows. Okay, they're really just making me feel like I'm, quite the maroon over here. But before we go on, let's see what the lady behind the counter has to say. She has not stopped. The cafe has a special on Wednesdays. Thank you. I bet there's something in that trash can over there, and just strictly because we can't get to it. All right, so that place. I hate this place. It's number one, it's Monday. Number two, they're like, oh, this is the most. I'm like, oh, it's like an American urban area, and they're like, this is as rural as it gets, which isn't totally untrue. I suppose it depends on where you are, because in the kind of the northeast, nearly the middle of the country, but still kind of northeast, there was a lot of industry, particularly steel, and iron and automotive in that area of America, and there are now a lot of abandoned factories and warehouses over there, so they really kind of catch the vibe. Before we go any further, though, let us come over here and get ourselves a super pot ion, because it could not be anything else. All right. And as you can see, we're over here on the next route. We are going to kind of hang around here in Nacrene City because there is really only one other place to really go check out. And that's kind of the big elephant in the room, or the museum in the city, as it were. And Nacrene City Pokemon Gym. Leader, Lenora, an archaeologist with backbone. So let's go see who this Lenora character is. Ah! Green hair jump scare. I want to see things that no one can see. Yeah, sorry, fangirls. This is his voice now. The truths of Pokemon inside Pokeballs. The ideals of how trainers should be. And a future where Pokemon have become perfect. Do you feel the same? I wish I was paying more attention to, what he read. But I don't know. He seems kind of weird. So let's, I maybe don't feel the same way. Huh. I expected more from you. Now, pay attention. Oh, it's like he knows. Oh my gosh. My friends and I will test you to see if you can see this future too. Oh, and here we are, guys. It is the second battle with the mysterious Pokemon trainer N. All right, and I don't know, he gives me like real hippie vibes. He's like, oh yeah, bro, I talk to Pokemon, dude. So that's his voice now. That's how it's gonna be for the rest of the playthrough. Don't know what to tell you. Well, This is our second battle with N, and of course he is going to start out with a Pidove. I guess he learned that Purloin is not the the way to go. But this Pidove, it is the normal flying type with the ability Big Pecs, and it's going to be on level 13 with the moves Gust, Quick Attack, Leer, as you just saw, and Growl. Growl. I don't know how a pigeon or a Pidove, maybe it's a mourning dove. Huh. I never thought about it. Pidove could be a mourning dove. Anywho, I don't know how a bird growls, but I guess this one does. So, they're special in the Unova region. They're not all government drones. But anywho, one more Incinerate should be nice. Should be able to finish this. Oh! I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you... Ooh, okay. I didn't realize it was like that, N. All right. Yeah, no, now you done did it. You done messed up, N. All right. Yeah, no, Skipper's coming out, and we are going to finish this. I was just trying to have a nice, pleasant battle, right before going into the Nacrene City Gym. But no, can't have that. Not with N on the scene. All right, and Razor Shell, thank you. Yes, absolutely, we are going to learn Razor Shell. Razor Shell is Oshawtt's special move. It is a physical attack. Oh, that 95 accuracy is going to come and bite me in the butt later. I can feel it. The user cuts its target with sharp shells. This attack may lower the target's defense stats. So that is incredibly good to have a secondary effect like that. And yes, of course. I was just looking at the... Yes, we're going to forget one. I thought I passed up on the opportunity. We're going to get rid of Tail Whip here. We haven't used it very much, and I think Focus Energy is probably a little bit better. But Skipper, now he can use that shell that he's had on his stomach the whole time. All right, up next, N is going to send out Timpole. We're not going to switch Pokemon. We're going to keep battling. And say hello to Timpole. This Timpole, it is the pure water type Pokemon with the ability Swift Swim. So if it is raining, it is going to be quick. It's going to be a level 13 with the moves Supersonic, Bubble Beam, Growl, and Round. Round is a special move that will get more powerful every time it is used. So in succession. So pretty cool. Not so bad. We did... Okay, good. I'm glad we avoided that. It did growl us, but with Focus Energy, I'm expecting to get a crit here in like 2 seconds. And as long as Skipper can dodge Supersonics, I'm not going to complain one bit. Ooh! Ooh! That's how you do it. Take out a Timpole. But anyway, Timpole! Ah! It's a Pokemon we haven't seen thus far. Oh my gosh, I didn't even get to... bro, chill for like 2 seconds. So, Timpole, pure water type Pokemon. Now, it evolves into arguably my favorite type of Pokemon. It might be second favorite type. It's tough. It evolves into ground water. Now, recently I did a playthrough of this game, just to warm up, and I used a Timpole. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I was so disappointed in my Timpole. So, I had much better memories of it. It had my favorite typing and everything. Swampert, Quagsire, Gastrodon, Groundwater, phenomenal typing. This is not it, guys. I was ready to wholeheartedly, come in here, use my little Timpole, recommend it highly. I cannot do that any longer. So, after actually utilizing it recently, I gotta say, just go with something else. Timpole's not worth it, so. But we're gonna keep battling because it's going down. I'm yelling Timber! And Timber is a Pokemon, again, we haven't seen thus far. And ew, are you okay, bud? Are those veins? Oh, that's so gross. But his idle animation is pretty dope, and he's tossing a chunk of wood. That's a 2x4, man. He's just tossing it back and forth. Timber, it is the pure fighting type with the ability Sheer Force. It's going to be on level 13 with the moves Low Kick, Focus Energy, Bide, and Leer, which it is using right now. Now, Timber, it's your typical fighting type Pokemon. It's going to be very strong physical attacker, and it's going to have, be kind of slow, but have some pretty bulky defenses. This might hurt a little bit. Oh no, we're fine. We're light as a feather. We're an Oshawott. We're light. Light on our toes, light on our flippers, as it were. But Timber, phenomenal Pokemon if you can trade. So Timber is a 2-stage evolution. You will need. I cannot see the future yet. The world is still to be determined. TBD, bro. All right, thanks, dude, bro. I appreciates it. But anyway, Timber, phenomenal Pokemon if you have the ability to trade. I highly recommend using it, and even just if you don't, maybe just getting one for the upcoming gym, just because it's that good. It will carry you for as long. And what? Skipper! I promised myself I wouldn't cry when this happened. Oh, it is our first evolution, and also one of the few criticisms I have of Gen 5. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the Gen 5 evolution. But what I do like is now that Skipper has evolved into... What? You do what? You do what, mate? You do... Great, now... I feel sorry for you guys, because, do what? You do what, mate? That is going to be, you're going to be hearing that for the rest of the dang playthrough. I don't know what to tell you. But Skipper has evolved into do what, mate? Stop. Okay. Skipper has evolved into do what, all right? Oshawott into do what. And look at that. Oh, look how cool he looks. Oh, he's really coming into his own. And that is our first Pokemon evolution. But, like I said, I don't really like the... I don't like the evolution animation. I prefer the, and this just might be because, I watched the anime when I was really young. And when Pokemon evolved in there, they glow and then change shape. So this didn't feel like Pokemon evolution to me. But, that's neither here nor there. We now have a do-what. A do-what, mate. Stop. I'm going to have to tell myself to stop. Right now, my friends aren't strong enough to save all Pokemon. Maybe I can't solve the equation that will change the world. So, I need power. Power enough to make anyone agree with me. Uh-oh. Once again, that right there is a very dangerous statement made. Now, I know it's a little bit more chill, I think, when it comes to, anime and video games and stuff, because a lot of times it's power is equated to willpower, basically. So you see that a lot in animes where protagonists will overcome their limitations because they believe in what they're fighting for strong enough, but that kind of generates a might makes right type of situation, but it makes for very compelling storytelling. In real life, however, people like this do not need power. Bottom line. So, power enough to make anyone else agree with me, but... And there he goes. Now I know what power I need. Reshiram, namaste to you as well. The legendary oh, he's still... Why is he expositing to me? My goodness. I don't understand. People just cannot keep their thoughts inside their head, but that's fine. The legendary Pokemon that, along with the hero, created the Unova region. It's my turn to become that hero, and you and I will be friends. Are you talking to me, or are you talking to this legendary Pokemon? I can't make heads or tails of that guy. Oh my goodness. But we are going to go heal up because he KO'd our monkey! Alright. Quite rude. Quite a rude child, if you ask me. Alright, yeah. Heal me up. Alrighty, back outside. Well, I mean, they really just let any weirdos into the museum, don't they? But with that, guys, the Nacrene City Pokemon Gym. Leader Lenora. Say that 10 times fast. Leader Lenora. An archaeologist with backbone. I think I might have read that already, but it made a pun, so I already know I'm going to like this gym and its leader. But let us go ahead and enter. And, oh, dude, they're not going to charge me an admission fee, which is nice. I am researching Pokemon fossils here. If you have a fossil, bring it to me. Oh, jeez. Okay, just like that. No playing coy with her. You can get to the Pokemon Gym by going to the back of the museum. Welcome to the Nacrene Museum. Thank you, ladies. All right, so yeah, once again, this is an instance of gyms pulling double duties. where, and I love this concept, where it's like, it is a business or an installment in the community while also doubling as a gym. And it makes for great theming and just, I love it. I love this game.
Wow, whenever I look at this skeleton, I'm fascinated. Huh? Oh, welcome, I'm Hawes.
Hawes? That is the weirdest.
The assistant director. Since you were kind enough to visit, I'll give you a tour of the museum.
All right, he just wants to, nerd out a little bit, but I can understand that.
This skeleton is of a dragon-type Pokemon.
I know I told you guys we weren't going to be seeing any Pokemon from previous generations, but this game has made me a liar twice. This doesn't count, though, right? Like, the first one was a topiary, and this one's dead. Right? Oh. I wonder what would happen if you brought back a fossilized Dragonite. That would be kind of crazy, if you ask me.
There's a theory that it had an accident while it was flying around the world, and so it became a fossil.
All right, I guess the Amelia Earhart of Dragon. Oh, and there's an Anorith or an Armaldo too. Why? Quit making me stop making me a liar.
This rock is amazing.
It's a mineral.
It's a meteorite. It contains some kind of energy from space. Isn't that wacky? This is an ordinary old stone.
Gee, man, you see this kind of crap in art museums where people just go and put something on a display and then it's like, oh, it's suddenly art. But doing it in museums, like natural history museums too. If it's just an ordinary stone, why is there a platform and a calling card or whatever next to it?
It was found near the desert, but other than the fact that it's old, it doesn't seem to have any value. We only display it because it's rather pretty to look at. Oh, well, I mean, at least he, was honest about that and told us. All right. The Pokemon gym is just beyond here.
Who's Jim?
At the end of the gym, a very strong and kind gym leader is waiting. By the way, the gym leader, Lenora, happens to be
my wife. Okay. Oh, Hawes. All right, you dirty dog, you. Look at you. Oh, that was cute. All right, what do you have to say?
The gym leader here studies fossils and ancient artifacts.
All right. Anything in the, nothing. There's never anything in the stupid trash cans. There are a couple of other things. There are a couple of other things in the museum, including Pokemon.
Rare Pokemon from around the world. Museums are packed with adventure.
That they are. I do. I love going to museums. I love aquariums. Most of all, though.
Perhaps there's a Pokemon that came from space along with this meteorite.
Nah, that's just, you're crazy, old man. There are no Pokemon coming from space. But with that, guys, we are not quite ready to take on the gym, the Nacrene City Gym yet. We will be doing that either in the next episode or the episode after that. Funny enough. So our work here is done. We have officially explored the entirety of Nacrene City. And so with that, guys, I will end it off right here. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, like, dislike, and until next time, guys, I will catch you later. Play Polka Face. Sharon is a big ol' nerd. Bianca, flighty as a bird. Juniper really likes to yap. Then there's me, the POKEMANIAC.